Alright, saddle hunters, today's video is going to be really cool. It's all about one sticking, so stick around, we're going to get right into it. Well, I've been asked by some of you how long it takes for me to one stick up to hunting height and get set up, and then how long it takes to pack everything up and rappel down, get packed up at the base of the tree and be ready to walk out. I've never timed that, so today that's what we're going to be doing. Now I've picked out 2 trees, and this is one of them right here, and there's no branches at all on this tree. It's a slick tree. What I plan to do is wear my pack just like I would in a hunting scenario. It's got my platform, I have my one stick attached here, so when I get to the base of the tree I will take my pack off, I will unpack my platform as well as my one stick and put my pack back on and climb the tree to hunting height, set everything up, set up my platform. I'm going to hang my gear hanger, I'm going to hang my pack, and then I'm going to consider that done as far as to hunting height. Then I'm going to pack everything up, rappel down, get my platform, get my stick, rappel to the ground, pack up all my ropes, and stop the timer once I am ready to walk out. The timer is going to be set at the base of the tree, and it's going to be my iPhone. Now I'm also going to climb this tree right here, and it is deceiving because there is a hill here. I'll show you. So it's actually higher than it appears from the camera. So here I'm at the base of the tree. There is a branch about 10 feet off the ground, and then the crotch of the tree is probably 14 feet off the ground, and I am going to transition over to the right side and climb that up to hunting height. Alright, so here I'm going to go to the split screen. The tree on the left is the slick tree. The tree on the right has the 4 branches. I'm getting the timer started here. Then I'm going to drop my pack, get out my one stick as well as my platform, and get ready to start ascending the tree. Speed up or try to go fast. I'm just going to do it as if we're getting ready to go hunting. Now I thought about fast forwarding as I'm climbing, but I really wanted to be able to watch in real time each step as I'm ascending the tree. Alright, I'm pretty even on both trees. I'm getting my stick set up right now, and then I'm going to hook up the JRB cinch. Now I know you can hear my carabiner noise and the safeguard, but in a hunting scenario I would intentionally be quieter. For this demonstration I'm not really focused on trying to be completely quiet. I was just a couple seconds behind on the tree with branches, but as you can see here I'm already starting to ascend. Now I do try to minimize adding slack into my line and I always move up the JRB cinch as I'm climbing up. Now I'm already getting up to the first branch there on the right side, so I'll be getting out my whoopee sling and going around that branch. On the slick tree, I'm getting the JRB cinch as high as I can, and I'm already making my first move. Now I just realized that all of my rope had fell out of my roll pouch, but due to the fact I was timing my climb, I did not want to take the time to pull it up and pack it all away, so I just let it hang there. So you can see it on the left side there, hanging down below me. Now as I'm stepping up onto my stick on the slick tree, I am still working on getting around that first branch on the right side. And now I'm moving the JRB cinch, my main climbing rope, up above that branch, and I'll be cinching that down and making my first move on the right side here. I'm now making my second move on the left side on the slick tree. I'm taking off the whoopee sling and getting ready to make my first move on the right side as I'm ascending the tree pretty quickly on the left. Now I'm going to be to the crotch of the tree and having to pull out my whoopee sling and get around that here pretty quickly. So 2 tree branches that I had to get around pretty close together. On the left side, I'm already starting my third move. On the right, I'm only at 1 move and getting around my second branch. I am now taking my platform off of my Genesis 3D printed platform hanger, and I'm putting up my Latitude X-Wing platform on the left hand side here. My whoopee sling is on the right side, and I'm now hooking up my JRB cinch, and I'll be making my second move here pretty quick. I'm stepping up on the platform, and I'll be hanging up my gear hanger here pretty soon. I'm making my second move on the right side in just a couple seconds. I'm putting away the whoopee sling now. I'm getting out my gear hanger on the left, and on the right hand side I am making my second move. On the right side there I have another branch to get around, so I'm putting my whoopee sling on to move my JRB cinch above the branch. On the left hand side I am now in the process of hanging my pack, so I am really close to being all set up. Here at 8 minutes 49 seconds I am completely set up. And now on the left hand side I am putting my pack back on and getting ready to descend. I'll rappel down to my platform and stick and rappel to the ground and start packing everything up. Now I didn't bring my bow out, so I didn't pull up my bow, and I also did not set up my camera gear because not everyone is self-filming. I'm moving that JRB cinch up as high as I can and getting ready to make my third move on the right hand side here. And on the left hand side I'm untangling my main line, getting ready to rappel down, and I'll put on my auto block before I start rappelling. I just packed up my gear hanger on the left. I'll also be attaching my pull down rope here on the left in just a few seconds. And I am putting away my whoopee sling on the right and getting ready to make my third and final move before I hang my platform. I've tied my auto block and I'm hooking it into my saddle. I'll be starting to rappel on the left hand side here in just a few seconds. Alright, I'm starting to rappel on the left. I'm made my way down to my platform. I'll be taking that down. Now on the right hand side, unfortunately there was a branch just off of the camera view, and I had to get around that branch to get my JRB cinch high enough for hunting height. I'm unhooking my platform on the right hand side and I'll be hanging that. Once I have that hung up and I step up on it, that's when I'll move my JRB cinch up above that branch. Alright, I'm stepping up on the platform on the right side, and I'm hanging my platform on my Genesis 3D printed hanger on the left and rappelling down to my one stick. Now I like to wrap up my aider and all my tag ends while I'm still up hanging in the tree. That way when I get down on the ground, that's less that I have to pack up. You're nice and comfortable, you're just hanging there. It's a really good time to get all that wrapped up and ready to go. I'm now moving my JRB cinch on the right side, putting on my whoopee sling. Now I thought I had the camera set up to get my entire climb on the right side there, so I apologize. I did get just a little bit out of frame. I'm rappelling down now on the left, and I'll just need to pull down my ropes and get everything packed up, and then we'll get a final time on the slick tree with no branches. So I'm taking off my one stick on the left there, taking off my pack. I'll undo my auto block, my Madrock safeguard, and my platform, and set those aside before I pull down the rope. On the right side, I have already moved my JRB cinch up above the branch. I'm now packing up my whoopee sling, and then I'll hang my gear hanger and my pack, and we'll get a climbing time for the tree with 4 branches. Now I'm pulling down my ropes on the slick tree. And I just took my pack off, and I'm hanging that on the tree now. So the final climb time for the tree with 4 branches is 15 minutes and 3 seconds. I'm now figure eighting my pull down rope, and I am putting my pack back on and getting ready to rappel down to my platform on the right side. I'm putting away my gear hanger, and I'll tie my auto block and start rappelling down. I just pulled down my main line on the left side, and I'm wrapping it up in a figure 8, and I'll get ready to start packing everything up. I'm getting ready to drop my pull down rope on the right, and I'm tying that into my carabiner on my JRB cinch. And now I'm getting out my main line, and I'll drop my main line. I'm putting my safeguard back on my main line. I like to have everything put back and ready to go for the next time I get out in the woods. I'm tying on my auto block now on the right side, and I'll be rappelling down to my platform here in just a second. And I'm now taking down my platform. I'll get all that wrapped up and hung back on the Genesis 3D printed platform hanger, and then I'll make my way down to my one stick. I'm getting real close to being finished on the left side. Just have to put my platform and my one stick back on my pack, put my pack on, and then I'll stop the timer. So I'm almost there. All right, I got my stick down and I'm wrapping all my aider and tag end. I'll get that hung on my saddle and rappel down and start pulling everything down out of the tree. And I'm putting my pack on the left side. So basically just about done here at 18 minutes and 30 some seconds. And the time is now stopped. 18 minutes, 36 seconds. So there you go. That was taking my time. Now I wasn't going so slow that I wasn't making any metal on metal contact like I would in a deer hunting situation. But I wasn't out of breath. It was nice and easy. Just taking my time. If I clanked a little bit, I clanked a little bit. But I wasn't intentionally trying to go fast to get a false time. All right, I'm rappelling down and I will start packing everything up and we'll get a final time on the tree with 4 branches. All right, my feet hit the ground at basically 19 minutes. So I'm just curious how long it takes me to take care of my Mad Rock, my auto block, pull the ropes down, get everything packed up, and get ready to walk out of the woods. I'm taking off my one stick, my platform. I'll pull the ropes down. Sometimes you got to get at a little bit of an angle to get the rope started through your rappel ring. Now I've not had the JRB cinch get hung up at all since I've switched over to it, but it does take a little bit more effort to pull down the JRB cinch than it does a quick link. I'm wrapping up my pull down rope now with the figure 8. As you can see, I'm not trying to rush or go fast. I am trying to just go at a nice easy pace and get a realistic time. So I just pulled down my main line. I'll wrap that up in a figure 8, get that ready to go for my next hunt. I'll pack it away, get my stick and platform, and I'll stop the time here shortly. So what I like to do is roll up my main line and leave about 10 feet out. So I got about 30 feet there, and I put that on my roll pouch. And then I attach my safeguard and get the last 10 feet ready to go for my next climb before I roll up my roll pouch and start packing up my platform and stick. All right, so now I'm packing up that last 10 feet. And my battery dies right here. So there you go, 23 minutes 57 seconds total. So I actually went around 4 branches on this tree right here, and those 4 branches cost me 5 minutes. Very doable, 5 minutes, nice easy pace, was not out of breath, just going through the motions. You got to get out your lineman's rope or your whoopee sling. You got to get attached and secured before you unhook and go around those branches and move up. It just takes a little bit of time, but it's not hard, and it didn't really add a lot of time. 4 branches, 5 minutes, barely over a minute per branch. That's not bad. So I hope that answered any questions you guys might have about how long it takes for me to one stick up to hunting height with a slick tree as well as with a tree with 4 branches. I hope you found this video helpful and interesting, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to the channel if you feel I've earned it, and hit that bell notification for more videos like this. But most importantly, I hope you get out and enjoy your own adventures. Take care.